to another video. Now this was a little series I've been wanting to do since I found out this was coming, and each month I will do step-by-steps on how to put this together. I did receive my issues 1 and 2 from Fanhome of the Build Your Own Megazord. So this is going to be a 2-foot tall Megazord with LEDs and all this funky stuff. It's going to be pretty big. And I just thought I would do more of a how-to and just put it together so people can take a little look. And I thought it'd be something fun to do and bring you along for the journey. So I will show you what you get inside. This video is not sponsored by anyone. I did pay for this out of my own money. And there is a couple of different ways you can do it. So you can split this over the course of 12 months. Where you pay just over £100, I believe, or you can split it over a longer period of time. It's either 22 or 24 months. I think it's 24 months, and you can pay just 60, which obviously is going to work out a little bit more money in the long run, but you'd have to throw all that money every month. £100 is a lot of money for a magazine subscription. I didn't want it to affect my collection, so I did split it over a longer period of time. I will show you what we get inside because it does look pretty cool. So to start with, we've got our little brochure. More than anything, so it's just got a picture on the front and then another picture on the back just showing you what it's going to look like when it's finished. When we open it up inside, it's just a bit of information about it, showing you what they're going to look like when they've been divided at the bottom. And then on one side, it just shows us that you can transform it into the tank mode, and they do split up and everything. Just tells you a bit about what you're going to get inside. So the alpha files, it's just going to give you like information and how-tos on how to put it together. And on the other side, it's going to tell us what we're going to get inside. So if you're a premium subscriber, you can build the base, which is LED. It's split over, I think, 10 issues, and you'll be able to build it over time for him to stand on. And along the way, you do also get some other bits. You get Mighty Morphin mug, you do get a Power Rangers t-shirt, which does state it's in a size large. So if you're not a large, then probably no good to you, but you also get a little power pack as well. So a few different bits that you can get in there. I do believe that if you subscribe, you get a little binder to put all these in, like a little holder for all your magazines and stuff. So first of all, we will go with issue 1. This is going to show us what we're getting inside. So just a couple of bits on the chest piece there. Some information about Jason. So if you want to take a look at that, you can pause it or look through your own. Obviously, you get some information regarding the show, little fact sheets and things like that. And as it goes through, it just gives you some facts on different episodes and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. You can take a little look through that. And this is as it comes in the packaging. Like I say, I'll bust this all out in a minute so you take a look, and I'll change the camera around whilst we put it all together so you can have a good look at that. And here's number 2, just going to tell you what you're going to get in the packet and how to put it all together. Again, more fact sheets. So this one's based on Zordon rather than Jason. And again, more details about some bad guys and some early episodes in there. And this is what we get for issue number 2. So let me lay it all out for you and we'll take a look. Okay, so here is issue 1 laid out on the table. I would honestly separate the two of these. Don't get mixed up into messing around with the two different issues. The only thing that I would be taking out of issue number 2 is this little screwdriver, because we're going to obviously need it for these. And it does say in the instructions, only use the screws that are provided with that particular issue, so don't be tempted to be using the black ones in this or anything like that. But this first step is pretty easy. So all we do is grab our 2 parts of the chest and we slide them just in these holes here. So one in there, and then line up the top the same. So there's that. And then we put it down, takes 2 screws, and we're just going to screw it in. So one in there like that, and the other one in the top, and then I'm just going to tighten those down. There's that bit. You can tell how big this Megazord's actually going to be. I'm actually going to show you a little comparison towards the end of this video, just so you can see the difference in the size of the chest, because it is pretty big. But anyway, next bit, we're going to just place that in here. So all you need to do is line up these with these, and then we're going to screw those in, and it should look like that. So you know it's in the right place because it's going to be flush at the bottom here. And that is it for issue 1. So we've just got part of the chest piece all stick together. Couple of recommendations. I would suggest, if you do have your own screwdriver, use it, because these aren't great, and I did munch a screw. Luckily you do actually get one spare. You've only got one chance that if you drop it and you lose it, or you round off a screw or whatever because you have sweaty hands like I have, then yeah, just bear in mind. So this screwdriver's okay, it does the job, of course. And maybe put something down so you really don't want to scratch the paint off of that. If you do have a little cloth that you can put this on, then maybe do that as well. Moving on to issue number 2. So this is obviously going to be part of the face. You can see we've got like the mouthpiece there and the top of the head. We've got some eyes and stuff. In this one, these 2 screws do come in a bag with the other silver ones, so don't get them confused as well. This bit, I believe, is going to be the top of the head, so let's take that off. Get rid of that. These 2 bits do clip in here, so that just pushes in like so, and then we're going to put our screws underneath. This bit just uses the little black screws, so we can put them in. This bit isn't die cast, so just be careful tightening them, because if you over tighten, you could end up cracking part of it. So if it feels like it's tight enough, just leave it like that. So there's that bit done. Now we're going to clip this in. So you should have heard that pop, and if you didn't, I apologise, because I probably did move it out of camera. So it's just needs another small black screw to secure that into place. Moving on next, we need these 2 bits, so they just line up like so. Put that on there. And this time we just need 2 of the 3 silver ones that we've got, and they go in the front and the back. So we've got one there, and one in the bottom. Next up, we've got our light signal, so you need to make sure that this little connector is coming out at the bottom, and then we've got our sensor at the top, and that just needs one of the smaller of the 2 screws that we have. So at this point, you should have 2 that are the same, and then that just goes in here like so. There we go, so that's that bit done. Now we just want to connect that together. So the top of the helmet goes, or the head rather, goes in like so. And then that's that. And we just need 2 of the little black screws that go either side of these. There's the top of the helmet done. So we're going to just put that aside now and move on to the mouthpiece. So we're going to grab that and that. So these are the 2 bits that we're looking for next. Then we need to decide which way around they're going to go, which is obviously that. So you should see inside little red bits here just poking through. And that is it from this issue. So issues 1 and 2 done. This is what you should be left with. So 1 spare of each screw, including that one. So you should have 4 spares if you combine it all together. We've got a screwdriver, some bits of the eyes and stuff like that. So we've connected the top part of our helmet together along with the mouthpiece and the start of the chest piece. So really excited to get the next bit. I do enjoy stuff like this. I enjoy little bits of Lego and stuff like that. So very happy to complete those. Again, this just shows you the size of the chest piece, and there is our little helmet. I'm just going to show you quickly a little size comparison, just to give you a rough idea of how big it is. So this is the biggest Megazord I own. Don't get me wrong, I don't own loads. I've got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 at push. But this is the biggest one that I own. It's the little remote control one. The eyes light up and stuff. It does work, by the way, from the 90s. And it is pretty big. So to show how big this one is compared to this one, it's going to be absolutely huge. I have seen people complete this, like I said earlier in the video. It did come up in France first. I was actually offered to buy a completed one for a really good price, quite a bit cheaper than this one, around about the time that they announced this one. And I was tempted, but then in all honesty, I really wanted to just enjoy the build of this. And I was also thinking of just saving all of these to the end and just doing one big day of putting it all together. But having this on my floor, staring at it all the time, I can't just leave it alone. So I thought, let's make a little series out of it. If anybody wants to check it out in the future, I'm going to continue to keep doing these bits. So we're going to bring all of you along for the ride right until the end. And we'll be able to show our big completed Megazord. As usual, I've got more reviews to come out soon. But that's it for the build for this month. I will put this into a playlist so we can carry on checking all of these out in order as they come. So it will be 1 video a month with the build and the magazines of what's going on that month. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a little like. But that's it from me for today. Thanks very much as always for watching. I'll catch you soon.